taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season, no top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. Well, usually the other man with me, LB, would be on here, but, you know, he don't like football like that, you know what I'm saying?
Boo this nigga, boo!
He's one of them odd niggas, man. You know, so I mean, one day he'll learn. He'll learn to understand why football, you know, is one of them gladiator sports, just like basketball or boxing or whatever. You know, he'll get in line one day. But so I'm gonna go to my other man, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what's good? You know who this is? Your boy King P, Bodega Boxing in the building. You know, Ring Gang Radio, what up? We doing football tonight. Brrr, I'm ready. Let's go.
Yes, sir. You know, King P, Bodega P, straight from the sewer, you know what I'm saying? Although he's been above ground, like I said, you know, he's been taking it easy, you know, because like I said, although when New York, when lifts its mandate, shit's about to get hot. Until then, though, he's just chilling, you know, and, you know, it's always good to have him there. It's always good, you know, he keeps our city safe from all the miscreants and reprobates out there. Yes, sir. And I got my other man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's the Kid Conscious Pilot, aka the West Coast Avenger, number one contender. Marshall Faulk, one of the best players of all time. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. I'll agree with that. You know, say Conscious Pilot, you know, stays elevated above the cloud. And I know, you know, himself, you know, he has a, you know, since one of his team is in the Super Bowl, so I know he's definitely got plenty of saying. We'll definitely get his thoughts first. But last, but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yo, what's good? You already know who the fuck it is. It's your boy Rome, top 5 in the building. Chi-Town, stand up. What it do? Ring Gang.
Yes, sir. Rome, you know, Chicago win because he leaves these niggas in the breeze as always, man. It's always good to have him on here, you know, to, you know, kick it with us as usual. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, especially since we're about to get into some football talk. You know, like I said, though, Ring Gang, like we love, you know, we talk boxing, but we also talk football. Like a lot of us, with the exception of, you know, of one person on the American contingent, doesn't fuck with football. He's like, he's that odd nigga out, you know what I'm saying? But we all do, man. Super Bowl preview, man. Cincinnati Bengals and the Rams.
Yes, sir.
St. Louis Rams. Let's say Louis Rams.
L.A. Rams, nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas move.
No, but before we get to the preview, man, I got to ask you brothers a couple questions. First of all, now this past football season, man, how did y'all like having the extra week of football? You know,
shit was weird. Shit was kind of weird, honestly. I was not used to the week 18 and only one team having a bye week. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? But it ended up making up for good football.
I feel like it was unnecessary because I'm used to, you know, the Super Bowl being last week. Nigga, I'm not used to it being this week.
This the second week of February, yeah.
Right. It's always the first week of February.
Yeah,
it's always been on my cousin's birthday for the last fucking however old that nigga is. But no, it was pointless, man. Go back to 16. Just keep it regular. It's fucking up all the stats from back in the day and shit. Like people get an extra game to pad the stats, and they're cracking everybody's record because when you get an extra game, that don't make no sense.
No, and I definitely hear you. I mean, I'm kind of impartial to it. Like, to me, like I said, more football is more football, but I feel you with some of the records, you know, like some of the records that, you know, probably that were set, you know, from a regular ass season now are probably all fallen and shit. And Pete also mentioning, you know, the seeding change for the football where they actually had, you know, the 7 seeds were introduced into here, and only the first seeds for AFC and NFC got the bye. I mean, I can't hate on that because my Eagles actually got a 7 seed and we weren't supposed to. I can't hate on that shit. Like, you know, like I mean, we clinched even before the final week. So it's just like, you know, like shit. We weren't even like projected to even get into the playoffs. So the fact that we got a 7 seed was okay. Yo, shit. You know, fuck it. You know, we 7
seed. Mean shit. First round exit.
Yeah, and I was about to get to that. So I mean, because now also we get to the playoffs, and like the 7 seed games. Eagles and Bucks, and what was it? The Steelers and Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah. So
waste of a fucking 7th seed. The Chargers and the Raiders should have just understood the assignment and fucking did a tie, so we could have gotten the Chargers versus the Chiefs, and that would have been.
We missed one with Herbert not getting in there, you know.
Well, and that too, and also, we also got the fact that the Jags the Colts absolutely fucked up. And
it was honestly a waste of TV time because neither the Philly nor the Steelers should have been playing in any type of fucking playoff game based on their play this season.
Yeah, and I'll be saying, the Eagles and Bucks game. Like, first of all, I think we didn't get a fair shot because the refs made sure, like, they understood, like, look here, like, you motherfuckers ain't gonna win a goddamn thing, all right? Ain't gonna be no Jalen Hurts beating Tom Brady here. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I didn't feel that with the Steelers and Chiefs game, but I think the Steelers were they were done by that time, and Ben was done by that time, so it was just inevitable.
Ben's been done for like 5 years, but
yeah, like the Steelers had like 3 different scenarios to get into the playoffs, just like the Eagles did, and the games weren't the 7 seed games didn't represent all that well, so it was what it was. But wild card was cool. Everyone won the way except for one NFC team. The Cowboys. That probably one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. The Cowboys have lost games in the last 25 years in the most ridiculous ways. But not having the ref actually, like spot the ball, like, you think you could do that yourself? Like, nah, Dak. And this is after doing a fucking draw. Like, nah, bro. Like, you threw that fucking game away. Like, that's why, of course, obviously, me being, Eagles fan, I had a good laugh over the Cowboys' expense. And I'll continue to have one over until I fucking die. Fucking Cowboys.
Dak did that. Everybody knows that the ref got to touch the fucking ball before they fucking start the next play. So
yeah,
you can't say, "Oh, the refs really had it out for me." Nah, nigga, you forgot how to play football.
They let the 49ers get into a big fucking lead. Like that kind of comeback. They almost got the comeback, but it shouldn't even got to that point.
Yeah, it should have never gotten to that fucking point, and then, but hey, like I say, the Cowboys, what a waste of a 3rd seed, you have one of you get 3rd seed, you pretty much dominate the NFC East, but you get, you went home in wild card, losing to Jimmy G, who I'm pretty sure who didn't play, like, he didn't even play good. So it's like, oh yeah, but yeah, like I said, other than that, wildcard didn't hold no surprises. Divisionals, however, did have some surprises. Fucking Bengals. Fucking Bengals beat the Titans. And
I called that, by the way.
I had a feeling. I did have a feeling.
And then the Niners beat the Packers. I didn't see that one coming. Like, I don't know what the fuck. That shit was. It was a good ass game too. It was strictly defense, that shit in that game. But man, that was not supposed to happen. That was not supposed.
Special
to happen.
teams won San Fran that game. The block kick, and then the block punt for a touchdown.
Yeah, special teams.
The offense did shit.
Yeah, and Robbie Gould was, he was in prime form, like that. That was a hell of a game too, like, and then we had the Rams over the Bucks, and the Rams almost blew that fucking game too. I know
fumbling and the fumble, the fucking idiot.
I knew it. I was telling my boy, I was like, this is gonna, like, the Rams are so soft this year. Like, I just knew, like, that big lead was gonna evaporate. I already knew that shit. I thought we were gonna. I had no hope until the clock hit 0, to be honest, because that team's soft as shit. So I wasn't surprised. But obviously I wanted us to win, but I was kind of, I wasn't surprised at all with how that shit almost unfolded.
Right, and then and probably the only game where I felt for someone in defeat was the Chiefs beating the Bills. Like, that fucking game was that shit was that might I know you guys say that, P, but I have to give credit. Like, motherfucking Josh Allen played out of his fucking mind though. But like I said, but Chiefs always be winning them damn coin toss, bruh. They win them damn coin toss. And then all Mahomes had to do was just, you know, get that 45-yard drive down there in the last 13 seconds, and that shit was a wrap. You know, it's like, yeah, I felt for the Bills because I really thought they were going to beat them that year, though. But yeah, no, that shit was probably the best game out of the whole playoffs to me.
That was a fire, yeah. Josh Allen's a dog. That's for sure.
Absolutely, now. And then, of course, the AFC Championship, Bengals beat the Chiefs, you know, and then the Rams.
Which was a shocker because everybody thought the Chiefs were going to run by them. And then when you said, overtime, they won the coin toss in overtime and drew an interception. So defense does matter.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I'm not going to get by because the Chiefs have been getting by on teams. They don't really run.
I mean,
they don't really beat the shit out of teams.
You can also blame Andy Reid for that stupid call at the end of the second quarter. We could have just taken the field goal, gotten the points, but they wanted to get cute and get the touchdown, and that's 3 points off the board. They would have won if it wasn't for that.
Right. And then we had the NFC Championships with the Rams beating the Niners. And this one, I actually expect. And now, usually in this particular case, usually the Niners have been beating the Rams like for a minute now. So I honestly thought I was calling the upset on this one. I was like, okay, then maybe this was gonna, you know, the Niners was just gonna get in the Super Bowl. But yeah, man. The Rams, the Rams didn't even play all that good either. You know, like I said, I mean, Kupp, you know, he kind of woke up in the fourth quarter, and then a couple field goals by Matt Gay, and you know that was all she wrote. The Niners were finally, you know, their Cinderella run was kind of over after that. You know, on that.
Yeah, we all knew the Niners.
And I mean, yeah, in that case, the Rams ain't won literally in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, obviously same division, you play them twice a year, and then the Niners for some reason just have our numbers. So again, I had no hope, but somehow they pulled it off.
Yeah, you know, like, I mean, what you know, your team pilot is resilient, you know, so now we got a storyline, because usually with most Super Bowls, like, you gotta have a storyline. In this case, you know, we got the Bengals, who prior to this season had not won a playoff game in 31 years. Like, the last time the Bengals won a playoff game, they were in their division was Central. Like, I mean, and top of that, I think a couple of you motherfuckers weren't even alive back then.
I wasn't walking yet. I know that for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird because
I think. Wait, when did it was 1989?
It was 1990 or 91.
Okay, I was alive. No, it was 1990. It was 1990. I was just born. So.
Yeah, man, and of course, I mean, the reason why, obviously, because in their last actual win in the playoffs, you know, they happened to injure Bo Jackson, you know, and everyone, and then, you know, after that game, they promptly lost the other one, and like I said, 1990 was the last one, you know, cursing Bo Jackson. They had some of the worst playoff losses I've ever seen in my life. Like it was real bad. Like, so the fact that they actually made a run after all that is like amazing. And the fun thing for me is like my first Super Bowl that I remember watching was 49ers and Bengals. Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? That goes like, that's like 1989 or something like that. So, you know, so I mean, it's just weird to see the Bengals actually make such a run like this out of, like, after all this time, you know, led by Joe Burrow, who is a hell of a quarterback, a hell of a young quarterback in the second season, and coming back from two types of knee surgeries.
Torn ACL.
Yeah, it's like
ACL and MCL.
Yeah, and you would think too, like, nigga like that would have lost some of his footwork in the pocket, would have lost some speed, but nah, that dude, like, especially since his O-line is trash, like, yeah,
his O-line,
exactly, 9 because honestly, he was on such a great run when he went down with the ACL tear that you thought that it would have been the end of him being a good quarterback. But this man came back to prove, like, nigga, I'm in the Super Bowl now. I was hurt. That just shows that the ACL stopped him last year.
Yeah, like, I mean,
you feel me? Because they was on a run. They was about to make the playoffs last year, I believe.
Nah, they
until
weren't
he
gonna
got
make the
hurt.
playoffs last. Nah, I mean they were just out of it, but he did get hurt. But they weren't gonna make it.
No,
anyway.
last year their record was they were like 4.
Last year they were winning games until he went out, and then they lost every game after that.
Yeah,
They were like 5-0. They were like 5-2 or something, 5-3, something crazy, and then they lost every game after that. After he went out.
Yeah, man. That team went to the dumps, and I remember being pissed too because my Eagles faced them that season, and we played them to a fucking tie. I was so fucking heated at that game. I was like, yo, my team is so pathetic. We can't even beat the Bengals without fucking Burrow. And we had to play to a tie. Are you kidding me? You know, that was one of them games. Like I almost lost my temper, and I try not to lose my temper over shit like this. But I came very close though. But they made a fucking comeback this season, and
Fly, Eagles, fly.
yeah, don't mock me. And then we have the Rams, led by Matt Stafford. Of course, all them years in Detroit, no playoff victories, and then thinking.
But don't act like he wasn't raw in Detroit. He was always raw in Detroit, but you got to remember what division he playing in. The NFC North is one of the best divisions in football. You got the Bears, you got the Packers, and you got the Vikings, who are always battling for playoff spots. Who is he going to beat? Was he going to beat Kirk Cousins? Was he going to beat Aaron Rodgers? Like, it's hard for him to come up in that era.
See, it's funny because
We went to the Super Bowl
at the
with
start
him.
of the postseason.
In that division.
It's funny because I was saying at the start of the playoffs that I felt like the Rams had the most pressure on them to do something because you had a situation where you've got Sean McVay, who is looked at as a genius coach, and everybody was like, well, he hasn't won because he's been saddled with Jared Goff, and all he would need is a better quarterback. Then you have Matthew Stafford, who everybody's like, he's a very good quarterback. It's just he'll succeed when he gets out of that garbage organization. So now once he goes to a better organization, he'll succeed. So now this is where rubber meets the road. So it's like they needed this to show that they can be successful.
Honestly, it's no stress at all for the Rams. It's a stress-free Super Bowl because this is a brand new team. This is a newly put together team. These niggas, the defense was always there, but it got good and then it got better. So they really have no pressure. They just going in, brand new team. Let's see what we can do.
They do have pressure because they mortgage their future. They have no cap space, no draft picks. They need to have something to show for.
I'll tell you what. I think the main reason we have pressure is because,
I agree.
I think the boy, quote unquote boy wonder, Sean McVay. The time is coming. If they want to keep crowning him, but also it's going to be at fucking in a SoFi Stadium, and their home stadium. So I think the Bengals are playing with house money completely. So.
Oh yeah, completely. Yeah.
But you really can't say nothing to show for it because how many championships do these niggas have already in the last 5 years? I feel like they've been to like 3 championships, 2 Super Bowls. That's pretty good if you ask me.
We made it a couple years, 3 years ago or so. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to remember the last time. Yeah, but you have to remember the last time the Rams made a Super Bowl, they only scored 3 fucking points.
Todd Gurley, blame that nigga.
Yeah, well, Todd Gurley was injured.
Trash ass golf. That's who we should blame.
Jared, and it's a trademark I made up. Jared, when I see Colin Coward be using it, Jared Goffel didn't have his boy. He didn't have his boy Cup either. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have Cooper Kupp, who was basically his security blanket. If you watched back then, Cooper Kupp was like his fucking true like a tight end. You know what I mean? Like he'd always be there. To bail out golf.
So random thing, and I'll always remember this because it's just so funny to me. When Jared Goff and was on the team, because I had a friend of mine that was in one of my fantasy leagues, and he's a Rams fan. So you want to guess what this motherfucker named his fantasy team? He named his fantasy team 2 Girlies, 1 Cup. I'll never forget that shit for as long as I live.
Yo, but yeah, that whole Rams performance, and it didn't help. That's probably one of the worst Super Bowls I ever watched in my life. I mean, good lord, the Pats were even playing that good in themselves. You know, and the whole game stunk. You know, it's just like, ugh. You know, imagine going to the Super Bowl and only scoring 3 fucking points. And you know, McVay was the coach, so it's like, yeah, McVay better, yeah, like he said, McVay has to produce now. Like, you can't have you have probably the fucking one of the best D lines in the fucking league right now, and they're hungry as shit. Aaron Donald is hungry as shit right now. Everyone is fucking hungry, and they are coming to take Burrow out the fucking game. Like, I mean that's pretty much what's going to happen. Like, you know, the Bengals, like if they can't find a way to give Burrow some time in the pocket or anything like that, or at least to get him so he can at least, you know, have, you know, get, you know, establish his connection to Chase early, you know, because you can't have Aaron Donald and any of them sacking this nigga 9 times and thinking you're going to win a fucking game. That's not going to happen twice.
No, it won't. Yeah, it won't. I mean, Von Miller's old, but he's still got a little something in him. I feel like the Bengals' best bet would be, you know, leaning on the run, because the Rams all year have not been able to stop the run. I mean, if a team commits to the run, a team can get yardage on the run. So
who, the Rams? The Rams?
No, the Bengals. No, I'm saying the Bengals. The Bengals' best bet's to try to lean on the run as much as they can, because the Rams' run defense, for whatever reason, maybe it's coming together now, but over the course
the
of
Bengals' run defense isn't good either. That's the funny part. Neither teams are good against the Bengals' big defense. Their biggest weaknesses are the run and tight ends. They can't cover tight ends for shit. So Higbee's got to play a big role if they want. They need to utilize Higbee if they want to have a real good chance, because the Bengals can't cover shit for tight ends in the middle.
Yeah, and well, another thing too, also, and just bring back to McVay too, like the Rams' game management, like these motherfuckers need to start. Like, the Rams have had issues closing out fucking games. This has been a thing throughout the playoffs too. They gotta be able to do it this time around. Like, they can't be Sean McVay better get his head out of his ass when it comes to trying to put away a fucking game this time.
I think this game is going to be won in the trenches, though, because both teams have very iffy offensive lines, and I'm being generous by saying iffy because I don't want to fucking say completely horrendous. But
well, no, you can say the Bengals O-line is completely horrendous, bro.
I'm trying to be nice, but
like, anytime that you let your quarterback get sacked 9 times in a game, that's trash. Like, you got to spend money in the draft to deal with that. I mean, you can't let your quarterback get. I mean, they got a win, which is a miracle in itself, and Burrow didn't get injured. Like, he didn't get taken out. But nah, like, the Bengals O-line is trash. The Rams is just slightly better.
Yeah, the Bengals O-line, yeah. Joe Burrow's a monster, though. That Macaulay Culkin motherfucker is a damn good quarterback, and I've been rooting for him, but I can't root for him this Sunday.
Fuck the Bengals. I'm not rooting for them. I cannot root for the Bengals because it sets a bad precedent, because it sets a bad example, because the Bengals as an organization, the team is fire. I love the talent of that team, but that organization is notoriously cheap, and they don't pay for shit. They don't even have an indoor facility because they don't want to pay for one. Nah, they should. Frugal teams should not be rewarded with titles. Fuck that.
Well, I'm just thinking in this case, I think because remember though, in the beginning of the season, they were pegging Chase to be a bust because this nigga kept on dropping balls and shit. Like, this nigga, but I mean, thankfully, Chase actually got his head out of his ass and got this shit together though. But it wasn't looking like that in the beginning. I mean, it just might be the time that the Bengals, just like the stars are aligned for them, that they actually got their shit together. Because truthfully, I mean, I trust Burrow more than I trust Stafford. Like, Stafford is, as Rome meant to, yeah, he played in a tough division, but a lot of them losses that Detroit suffered, Stafford played a good part of them, especially the part where this nigga somehow forgets that a snap is coming and, center snaps it over his fucking head and he's running 10, 20 yards back to get the ball, and if the ball isn't recovered by the other team,
that's the snapper's fault because he signals for the fucking snap. The snapper should have never fucking snapped it without knowing the quarterback was ready or not.
I mean, this is a constant thing though with Stafford. He did it. He did this shit in the playoffs too. He did it. I think he did it in the NFC Championship game. That's the thing. He does this all the time. Like, it's these stupid errors that Stafford is known for, especially that has me thinking like I'm thinking that he's due for to do something incredibly stupid in the Super Bowl.
So this is like I think he was second touchdowns this year, but also led the league in picks. And this always kind of been his, gunslinger, like on his Brett Favre shit a little bit, just not very, more aggressive than conservative with the ball. So, he's gonna throw a pick or two. I mean, I can get, if he throws 0 picks, I'll be completely shocked. He's gonna throw 1 or 2. Now, if he throws more than 2, then yeah, it's gonna be a completely different game than I think it. I'm hoping it is. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Yeah,
this is what it's gonna come down to. The Rams is the better team, but the Browns is the hotter team. And I feel like the hotter team will prevail because the whole team is in such rhythm.
They're on a run right now, so it gets me a little worried because they're on that quote unquote magical run right now.
Right, yeah, you just and like I said, Bengals have never won a Super Bowl in their life. They've been to 2, and I think they lost both times to the Niners, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like, I mean, it might be time, it might be Joe Burrow time for that, but like I said, I mean, it's just going to be the Rams D line and the Bengals line. I think that's pretty much going to make the whole difference in the game because the O line has to give Burrow time in the pocket. I mean, he's either going to be throwing the ball more times than he's supposed to, or he's going to be scrambling for his life because like they're going to be coming after that dude.
Look, if he gets sacked more than 4 times, that nigga is not leaving. That game healthy. I promise.
And what do y'all think of the halftime show, real quick, before we get our predict? What do you guys like that?
We'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic, but I don't really watch the halftime show like that. But who knows?
Well, it all depends too, like because the NFL likes to be on this conservative shit, or ever since the whole Janet
Janet thing, yeah, Janet.
So the fact that the NFL is actually going hip hop and shit like this is actually surprising to me
because they got Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem,
Mary J. Blige,
Kendrick, and Mary J. Yeah, so
yeah. But yeah, but also with Burrow throwing the chase, or whatever. I mean, obviously Ramsey's still in the game. Ramsey's still one of the top corners in the fucking league.
Well, actually, the funny thing is, I feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, I feel like it would be better for Ramsey to cover T. Higgins and have Chase get double covered because I think Chase is a bad matchup stylistically for Ramsey.
Don't they still have Boyd? Don't the Bengals have Boyd, or am I tripping?
Yes, but they barely fucking use him.
They barely use Boyd.
They don't use they have. I don't know why they have not utilized slot receivers or tight ends because Uzomah's a good tight end, but they barely use him.
Well, I think he's questionable to even play.
He got hurt. I don't think he's playing, but
even
still.
Our tight end, our tight end's not. I'm pretty sure Higbee's going to be out, but the other kid Blant was playing good, so hopefully he was. But I know Higbee on our team's going to be out probably, and I think Uzomah. I saw a report he's questionable.
I mean, truthfully, they need a scheme to have Boyd. Like, honestly, if they use Boyd and Chase, like both of them, the Bengals will do work. Like, yeah, they gotta get both of them in the mixes because they need a double threat like that. Because obviously the Rams have they have Kupp and they have Odell Beckham, who kind of playing like he used to play, like played his first couple of seasons. In the league, he's still a threat.
Yeah, I think he's gonna show out. I think OBJ is gonna have a special game.
Yeah, the dude played more. I mean, I guess when you play like a season with the Browns, you're like, what? I gotta thank God for my blessings that I got away from this shit ass team. I gotta get the Super Bowl. I gotta get the Super Bowl now in my life.
Honestly, I believe the Rams are going to the Super Bowl without that.
Without Odell.
Yeah, they were going to the Super Bowl whether he was on the team or not. Robert Woods
I don't know about that. They were going down. They were thin.
Hurt their chances, but it was kind of a wash with Odell. But with Robert Woods, I feel like they would have been equally as good.
Well, but Woods got hurt. Woods tore his ACL.
Yeah, Woods got hurt. Yeah, Woods got hurt right when Beckham got there. That was kind of weird, but whatever.
He catching them open zone balls. He ain't doing much. He ain't blasting niggas. He ain't doing crazy shit.
No, trust me. I've been advocating.
Eating.
I've been an advocate of Kupp and Woods as one of the best receiver duos for years. So
right.
Oh man, see, it just seems like
that was a distraction. That's a good thing. That's why they got him. He's a distraction.
Well, he's not distraction the way he can still catch though. He's not distracted.
Yeah, but look, they can feed Cooper Kupp 17 targets and distract them with 7 to Odell because the nigga can pop off 400. That's easy money.
Yeah, and I think Cam Akers, the running back, is gonna see. I wonder how he's gonna play.
Cam Akers came back ACL.
Well, see, that was the thing I didn't like during the last tough couple games, because they were force feeding Akers just to get him back into the flow of the game, and it was kind of fucking up. Like, he's not ready to get 20. I don't think he should be getting 25 carries a game.
I mean, that nigga's eating 7 yards a carry. I would feed him too.
Yeah, but he's coming off an Achilles tear. And I was shocked. I'm shocked he's playing. I mean,
Super Bowl. We in the playoffs, nigga. Run.
Yeah, you gotta run, nigga, run. Remember what's that higher learning? Run, nigga, run. But no, he definitely gotta. Because I think he lost. He lost some confidence with that fumble. Because if y'all remember the Bucks game, we could have iced it, and he fumbled that shit.
He fumbled twice.
He fumbled twice. Yeah, he fumbled twice. But he's a young kid, so I'm glad we came back from that, because that could be.
I mean, honestly, I'm with Rome on this. Sometimes you just have to say. I mean, in order to get him game ready, you just gotta you gotta get him back in the mix. Like, you can't be too conservative. But
you can't force feed him at the extent of fucking up the flow of the game. Like, he against the Bucks, he wasn't effective at all. Either use him other ways, or use Sony Michel more. Or they have 3 running backs. I don't know if I think Henderson might be done for the season.
Remember back in the day, running backs never come off the field. It'll be the same running back out there every play, running first down, second down, third down. He's just playing like an old school back. Can't knock him. I'll keep him if he can stay on the field and doesn't want to break every fucking 2 downs like the rest of the fucking running backs in the league. Hey, run your heart out, kid.
No, you're right though. But then, of course, that's the reason why. That's why you have to have multiple running backs, because running backs, they get run down a little bit too quickly now. And especially these days, these running backs, they get all types of wild injuries quick. They're not durable like that no more. That's the problem. They fast as fuck. They faster than what they used to, but they're not durable at all.
But if you see Cam, most of his runs between the tackles, 5-6 yards, easy money. Why would you not run it to him? Give it to him.
Right, and then Bengals gotta make sure they use Mixon too. They gotta make sure they utilize that dude.
No, I feel like they're not gonna use him. It's passing game. It's gonna be a passing game Super Bowl. It's gonna be a show of the quarterbacks who can toss it the farthest. They're not gonna run. Neither team is gonna run. It's the Super Bowl. It's money time. Them niggas are throwing that bitch.
So pretty much you're saying that Mixon and Akers, pretty much for their respective teams, you think they're not gonna get that much time on the field?
They'll be
Mixon a big part of that
backs. They'll be third down backs, so they can toss it 15, 20 yards, nigga. That's it. They trying to toss it. You see these quarterbacks that's playing?
Yeah.
You think they're gonna run the ball 20 times, nigga? Please.
I mean, shit. I mean, look. I'm already resigned to the fact that Burrow's gonna be running too. It's it's not gonna be everyone's gonna be fucking running in this game. I don't think
I feel like Joe Mixon. If Joe Mixon and Cam and Akers are involved, it's on screen passes. I'm telling you, them niggas are not gonna get as many carries. Maybe I say maybe 7-8 carries each. Maybe, because there's no way a game this big, with 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league, why would you leave it in the hands of niggas that are fumbling it?
True.
Fuck that. That nigga just fumbled in the last game. You gonna let him fucking lead your team to the fucking Super Bowl victory? Hell no.
I mean,
that threw the touchdown pass.
I guess if you want to scheme him, at least utilize them in short yardage plays or some shit like that. If you need to get that first down or whatever.
Yeah, 4th and 1s, that's it.
Yeah, 4th and 1s, 3 and 1s, 4th and 1s, pretty much. Yeah. But like overall, in terms of the game too, like I mean, one thing, and this is probably against the Rams more than the Bengals, is like if the Rams want to win this shit, like they got jump to ahead. Like they can't be like lackadaisical, because that's one thing that they be doing. Like sometimes they just be lunching and they wake up kind of late. Sometimes, so I mean, it's pretty much, I think whoever starts off fast, and can maintain it will probably win the game or whatever. Like if they both start off fast, then yeah, like Rome said, like it'll probably be battle of the arms per se, But like but the Rams per se, like if they start off slow like they usually do, like it'll be the wrong team to start off slow against.
I'm telling you, this is how it's gonna go. The first team that scores on the first drive is gonna win the game, because that's gonna show it. If LA wins the toss, comes out on offense, goes down 70 yards, it's a wrap. There's no way Bengals will never be able to keep up.
Well, I mean, they score on the first play and shit like that. I'm not talking about like no 3 and outs. Like they actually march down the field and
I'm talking about the first drive of the game, first quarter, first drive, first possession. If they do that, run the ball, get tackled for a loss, throw 3 yards, incomplete pass, 3 and out shit, nigga, it's gonna be a fucking long night for the Rams, because I don't know. Whoever take off first is gonna take off. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and Lord knows, said the Rams can't afford to be coming back. Can't afford to jump behind. Because like I said, because Bengals are dynamic as fuck.
The Rams have never came back. They're soft as shit. They ain't never came back from a two score deficit all season. I'm not even exaggerating. If we've been down 10, nah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, see, that's why Pilot keeps it super real about his team. Like I said, that he's super.
Yeah, I ain't one of those fanboys, man. I'm a Rams fan, but keep it realistic. That team's soft as baby shit, but I'm happy with their shit.
Yeah, you're happy. Like I said, it's like they like in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, the
Rams definitely got the advantage with the second chances that their defense is gonna give them. But if the defense is getting eaten up, it's a wrap. If Joe Burrow getting them quick releases off to Jamar Chase on some little bubble screens and shit, it's a wrap. Because Aaron Donald and them are going to get tired. They can't be on the field all day trying to chase these fast-ass receivers and shit.
That's all. Yeah, though. I mean, and that's because Aaron Donald, all them niggas, like they big as shit. They're not, them niggas will get winded. That's absolutely true, though.
Listen, defense is more tiring than offense, because offense, you know where you're going. Defense, you're chasing niggas. You're playing cops. You gotta follow people. That's way more tiring than being on offense. Offense, okay, all I gotta do is run straight down here. All I gotta do is, break left after fucking 10 yards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you gotta chase a nigga, hit him, move him over there. Oh, he's moving. Oh, he's in motion. Oh, and listen. The Bengals got a high power offense. If they start fucking cracking down on Ramsey and them, there's no way the Rams will win. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Mm-hmm. They got a good offense, but come on, Matt Stafford ain't Brady.
No, he is not. No, he is not. Oh man. So in terms of all that, P, in terms of score, so what do we P? What do you think the score will probably be for the Super Bowl, and who do you think will win?
I got the LA Rams 31-20.
Okay, dope.
What?
He said, also, can we include MVP? Can we include MVP maybe just for just to get?
I think they're gonna give Stafford the MVP.
Okay.
I think Stat Padford will win the MVP. I just think that once the offense gets going, I don't know if the Bengals are gonna be able to contain the Rams' high-powered offense, but I mean they did against the Chiefs, but different. They have the Rams are built differently, and they can attack the weaknesses of the Bengals more, which is the middle. They can't cover the middle, can't running backs, and just tight ends. I just think that, and that defensive line of the Rams is just gonna be in Burrow's ass, pause, all day, in his face. Like, he's gonna get sacked too many times, I think. And the thing is, Burrow has been great recently, but Burrow has had some bad games this year. He had a really poor outing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He had a really poor outing against the Raiders. He had a really poor outing against the Denver Broncos. Like, those were really bad games for him, all against really good defenses with pressure on the defensive line. And I think that the Rams are going to bring that same type of pressure. And I think we might see a okay game from Burrow, but not a great one.
Okay, it's not bad. Rome, what about you?
I think I got a question first, man. Can you get Super Bowl MVP if you throw like 2 picks or 2 or 3 picks? Even if you win?
If you throw 4 picks, you can get. If you throw four touchdowns to go along with 2 picks, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, my score. I got it. It's gonna be a low scoring game because, you know, it might be a low scoring game. So I'm gonna say 24-17 Cincy. And Joe Burrow. They're gonna give it to Joe Burrow no matter if they win off of pure interceptions. Like, they'll give it. I'm telling you, they're gonna give Joe Burrow the MVP. That's it. But 24-17 Cincy. Easy money. I'm going all in on Cincy. That's it.
That's what it is. Pilot, what about you?
Again, I think this is what it comes down to. Like, if it's a close game, honestly, I'm going to pick my Rams. But if it's a close game, I think the Bengals have a good chance to, in a closer game. If the game ends up a blowout, the Rams should be the team to blow them out. But I feel a big part of it is Zach Taylor's off the coaching tree of Sean McVay. So hopefully that plays the role of Sean McVay actually getting the upper hand, because obviously when Sean McVay made the Super Bowl the first time, it was against the GOAT, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady. So that's why we blew a fucking stinker. But this time around, I mean, it's like, it's like how, I don't know if you guys watch college football, but kind of other previous years, Saban and the guy Kirby Smart from Georgia, you know what I mean? He finally got over the hump, but generally the coach, the teacher, even though I think Sean McVay is probably younger than Zach Taylor, the coach, but either way, I think the pressure will be tough for Joe Burrow. He's a tremendous quarterback. He's 25. He's kind of older for a second-year guy, but he's amazing. I just don't know I think Donald is hungry as fuck, and Donald with Von Miller there, Jalen Ramsey, our linebacker is kind of pulling it together. I'm expecting if I had to pick a score, I'm gonna say it's probably the Rams 34 and the Bengals 24. MVP, I mean, shit, if Nick Foles and Flacco can get one, so can Stafford, but I'm gonna go out and just say I think OBJ might get it. I think OBJ might show out, or Kupp, one of those receivers, but they'll probably give it to the quarterback, so I'll just say Stafford and give a cop out and say Stafford. But
I mean, Aaron Donald is out there disrupting people. I mean, he can get it too.
No, Donald definitely is a live dog in that. Yeah.
If Cooper Kupp have a crazy game, he can get it too, because they've been loving this. He's been the best receiver in football this season, so why would they be like, fucking top it off?
Yeah,
it's gonna be great to see Von Miller back in another Super Bowl disrupting a quarterback.
And doing his dance.
Cam Newton's about to start seeing ghosts and shit.
I don't know. I think this moment is not too big for Joe Burrow. I feel like this nigga lives for big moments.
I mean, I'm a Rams fan, but I'm a fan of sport. I'm hoping it's a good game. I mean, I want us to win, of course, but I'd rather have a good game than a stinker.
No, Pete. Pilot. This is where you can say, you should be like, fuck the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Rams is number one. Like, we about to run.
Nigga, I had to go through fucking Sam. I had to hope Sam Bradford stayed healthy. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah. Nigga, I had to hope that Sam Bradford stayed healthy.
Y'all both had Sam Bradford problems.
But you guys didn't draft him first and hope he was your savior of your franchise.
Well, he did have one good year on the Rams.
No, wait a minute. But at least
what happened to Sam Bradford? At
least the Bengals were able to. At least the Eagles were able to trade Sam Bradford for a first-round pick when they drafted Carson Wentz. So they got something out of it.
Yeah.
Remember when they said Sam Bradford and Colt McCoy was the next Tom Brady? What them niggas at?
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, I'm just hoping it's a good game. And the Rams come away and win for the second time ever in history that the team that makes the Super Bowl at their hometown wins it in their own stadium. So hopefully that comes to fruition Sunday evening.
No, I hope that don't happen because that'll make it jaded. I feel like Tampa did it. That's good enough. Now we should just switch it back to how it was.
Yeah, you're right. They be doing too much with that though. And then that Bradford, man. Like I said, I mean, Bradford is the reason why these rookies can't make big money no more. Or him and fucking what's his name, Jamarcus Russell too. I think they're the two niggas that I think the reason why rookies can't make big money anymore when they sign.
I don't know what was wrong with them niggas. Why they couldn't convert? Like, what the fuck happened?
Well, Jamarcus Russell didn't give a fuck.
Nigga was drinking lean and shit. Nigga,
Bradford was decent. Bradford wasn't actually bad. Colt McCoy
he was accurate. He couldn't stay healthy.
But Colt McCoy never did nothing.
Colt McCoy wasn't supposed to do nothing. He was never going to be great.
I was a Texas fan when that nigga was on there.
Good college quarterback.
Colt McCoy's still in the fucking league though.
Somehow he's still in the league. Yeah, if you're
that's like a quarterback coach, nigga.
No, he's still in the league right now. He started a couple games for the Cardinals.
Yeah, he's a backup.
Oh my god.
He's the Cards' backup. Yeah,
he filled in for Kyler a few games.
Yeah,
he was the first overall pick. Crazy.
Yeah, no, but yeah, in terms of my pick, I mean, my prediction is going to be Bengals 31, Rams 24. Yeah, my thing is like, I mean, I think Burrow, like I said, like we mentioned, Burrow's on a run right now. I mean, the biggest thing in the game to me is just pretty much the D line of the Rams and the offensive line of the Bengals. Like, you know, Burrow's, like I said, is gonna have to make some real adjustments, and you know, he's gonna have to be able to throw that shit out to Chase real quick, and you know, and try to make sure he doesn't get picked off by Ramsey, and then you know, and then I think the Bengals they have more weapons, a lot more weapons, and they can cover the Rams passing game like crazy, but. Yeah, the Rams. I just can't. Matthew Stafford led team. I just can't. I can never pick that dude like at all.
But like I said, if Nick Foles can get a Super Bowl, anybody. I mean, I'm no offense. I like Nick Foles, but
Cincinnati O-line is going to do a lot of blocking disguises to hide their trash niggas because they have to because there's no way that Von Miller, GG, and fucking Aaron Donald just crushing y'all niggas is gonna. They have to fix that because them niggas will get eaten all fucking night.
Yeah,
and Joe Burrow's too good for that. You can't just let that nigga get sacked all night. That's a waste of the fucking game.
I think the Rams will probably show up in the first half, but then, like I said before, they'll probably the defense will probably get tired as fuck though, and then the Bengals will just take over. In the second half, that's how I actually see it. It's gonna be a game of halves.
Or you know what the Bengals should do? They should run it. They should run it early to keep the fucking D-line honest. Because if they just say that they're gonna pass it all day, they're just gonna let fucking Aaron Donald and them loose. They're gonna be like, nigga, go get him. If they run Joe Mixon a little bit. That'll hold the D-line a little bit and give the fucking O-line some room to breathe because if they gotta use Joe. They gotta use Joe. Yeah. If they try to pass it all game, they'll get demolished. They're gonna get sacked 6 times. Aaron Donald will have a career night on the Super Bowl weekend. Hell no.
And then, and just to add on to my prediction, like I said, if for the MVP, yeah, if Bengals pull it out and Burrow plays well, yeah, Burrow's gonna get. They're gonna give him that MVP.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, this nigga will be on there. It's like, I'm going to Disney World. Yeah, I'm 100%.
Jamar Chase could catch 4 touchdown passes And they're gonna be like, "Oh, Joe Burrow threw 4 touchdown passes."
You want to crown him? They're gonna crown him, but hey, he's worth. I mean, if he does shows out against that, he's worth the crowning. Shit.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I mean, overall, I just hope it will be a good game. Like, I mean, I honestly, with these two teams, I just don't see a dud. I mean, anything like that. I mean, I feel it's definitely gonna be like it's gonna be a high-powered game, you know, for sure. But last and final question for everyone. So, first of all, where are we watching Super Bowl, and what are we eating?
I'm debating.
I'm not sure where I'm gonna be for the Super Bowl. I think I might go to Buffalo Wild Wings if it's because I don't have any other plans to go, so I might just eat some wings.
Wings, yeah, wings for sure. I'm debating. Really debating. I don't know. Like, I want to watch it at home, but I kind of want to go out. You know, I kind of want to go to a bar and watch it. But tough call. I don't know. I definitely want some wings. And what are y'all drinking though? What are we sipping on? Are we sipping?
Wait, Rome. What are you trying to? What do you plan on? Where are you planning on watching? What do you plan on eating?
Well, shout out my boy GC, my nigga throwing a Super Bowl party. We gonna be at his crib. This nigga's throwing a potluck, so he told everybody to bring a meal, text it to the group chat so niggas don't double bring shit. I'm bringing wings, nigga. So I got the wings. We'll see what them niggas got.
That's
but, and we drinking whatever, nigga. It's at the crib, so I know that nigga got hella shit. I'm bring me, you know, some wine coolers, baby.
I'm just hoping I hit on my Super Bowl box.
Oh yeah, that's what okay, so they telling me about this shit, right? Let me know what y'all. They doing some shit at the Super Bowl party. It's called Super Bowl Squares. Y'all know what that shit is?
Yeah.
They say you like put $1 on a number, and then whatever the score is, you win whatever or some shit.
So usually how it works is, I'll tell you how it works. So like, it depends on how much every square costs. For me, what I put in $50, so it's $50 a square. So every square gets picked, like it's put in there. So then a name gets filled for every square. Then on the top of the grid, it'll have one team, and then on the side of the grid, it'll have another team, and it'll have the numbers randomized going from 0 to 9. So the box that I landed in, that I got, it's a 5 and a 1. So that means at the end of any quarter, the Rams have to have a score of 1, and the Bengals have to have a 5 score for me to win. So like, for example, if at the end of the first quarter, or the second quarter, say the score is 21-15, in favor of the Rams. Rams 21, Bengals 15. I would win. I would get the money because the box would end up with the digits that I had.
Oh, what?
Yep.
That's wrong. I like that.
And it increases through each quarter. So the fourth quarter is the biggest pot.
So you do a box per quarter.
I mean, it's the same. No, it's you're getting the same boxes.
So the same box for one night.
Yes.
Okay.
So
then if it's 31-25 in the third quarter, then you get more money.
If it's 35-21 at the
31-25 and the Rams up.
Yeah.
In the third quarter, you'll get the next box.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wrong. I like that. Or if it's 15-30, or if it's still the same score.
Yes. Oh no. People make a killing if it's the same. If it's the same score, you made a killing.
What? That's wrong. Yeah, I can't wait. That's dope.
My company doesn't. I mean, I actually, I probably need to go see tomorrow. The squares.
The first time I did that, oh my God, it was so funny. So the first time I ever did that, the squares, was 2009. It was the Super Bowl with the Steelers and the Cardinals.
No, I fucking hate that Super Bowl.
So my manager had put money down for some squares, and at the end of the second quarter, he was so happy because it looked like he was gonna win. It was the score. And then
that's when Larry went crazy, right?
Yeah. But at the last minute, Kurt Warner threw at the end of the second quarter when Kurt Warner threw the interception and the Joey, I forgot who caught it. The Steelers got an interception for a touchdown. I thought that man was about to just wreck the whole spot. I thought he was just about to start going Hulk. He was so, I've never seen a man that bad before.
Now, you see that particular Super Bowl will always piss me off because because the Cards beat the Eagles in the fucking NFC Championship game to get there, and we were so fucking close. We're so fucking close to getting all Philly Super Bowl, all Pennsylvania Super Bowl.
Who was your quarterback then? Was it McNabb or Vic?
Yeah, it was still McNabb.
It was still McNabb.
Yeah, that was McNabb last year, I think. Oh no, second to last year, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Was Mike Vick the backup then, or what?
No, he's back up next year.
It was definitely it was definitely McNabb. And who the fuck was the backup back then?
Was it Kevin Kolb?
Yes, Kevin Kolb.
Yeah, it was.
Yes. That's right.
Kevin Kolb.
Oh shit! Memory lane. But yeah, no. Let me before I get to the betting stuff. Yeah, like honestly, I can't go nowhere because it's not obvious because I'm going in a national trip on the following Wednesday. So I got a quarantine, so I can't be out and about like that, especially around people. So I got to keep my ass in there. But I am going to put in an order for pretty much wings and fries, and probably go to the liquor store to go get myself probably like some vanilla porters or some shit like that. To drink on. I got.
That's like a vibe, nigga. That's a vibe.
It really is, dude. Because and I also have cigars too. Like I have cigars and everything like that. It's good.
Got a fireplace, nigga?
Nah, I don't got. But not in this place. Yeah, I wish.
You need a fireplace with all that vibe, nigga.
Yeah, one day though, who knows? Maybe in this expensive ass Massachusetts real estate, I find a place that's not wild expensive with a fireplace. That might actually be a thing in the future. But yeah, that's why I'm probably on for food. But in terms of betting. So obviously, because gambling, I'm a former degenerate in gambling. So, but I always gotta see what the what the official stuff are. So, point spread shows the Rams are -4, over under is 49, and money line is Rams is -194, Bengals is +162.
Hold on, what's the over under?
49.
I think I would take the over on that one.
Yeah. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that -4. I mean, for the point spread, I've seen it move from for the Rams -4 to -4.5. So that's gonna be, I never do point spreads because them shits like because first of all, sometimes them shits kind of rigged. NFL be like they be watching too, and sometimes they make things happen to see to make certain things come to pass. I'm always strictly with the money line. Bengals are the slight underdog in this shit. So, if I decide to put a little money, that's where that's gonna go. All day, man. So, but yeah, I can't wait for the Super Bowl, man. It'll be the end. It's fortunately, it'll be the last. It'll be the last weekend of football until September or
preseason. It should honestly be a great game. It should be a great game. Like honestly, I'm not expecting no bullshit.
Yeah, no, yeah. Neither am I. Like, if it is some bullshit, then someone has to answer something. Then you know what? The Bengals and the Rams are not welcome back if they stink it out. And the Rams have to prove it. I mean, the Rams already stuck it out one Super Bowl. I'll be damned if they do it. Again so soon. Within 5 years of that. So. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good game, man. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's pretty much about it. I mean, does anyone else have anything they want to add on real quick before we get up out of here?
Don't be on no fuck shit, nigga.
Abolish the Pro Bowl. It's a waste of time, please. Like, I'm just saying, abolish the Pro Bowl. It's the most waste of time ever.
Yeah, like I mean, I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in so long because, like I said, I mean, it's to me, it's like the NBA All-Star game. Like no, they're not really playing like that. I mean, they just want to look cool.
You know what the Pro Bowl
way
is
worse
now?
than the All-Star game. Way
You
worse.
know what they changed the Pro Bowl to? It's like the NFL Rising Stars Challenge because none of the real fucking NFL superstars want to go to it. So it'll be all of the best young niggas that are 22 and up. 22, between 22 and 26. You got all types of niggas like Mac Jones. Why the fuck is that nigga in the Pro Bowl and he didn't hit one target? I'm like, yo, get this nigga the fuck out of here. I could have hit a target, nigga.
I mean, they had the only highlight. I mean, they showed the videos of him doing the fucking gritty more than they did anything else in the fucking game. I was like, you fucking kidding me? Like, you know, it's like, yeah. I didn't watch any of that. I just watched some highlights, and I'm just like, this is some bullshit. Like, gone are the days where you have a nigga like, let's just say, the late great Sean Taylor, you know, decide that he wanted to lay out a punter. Like it was the thing, like you know, like for no reason, and he just does it. You know what I'm saying? Them days is gone. You know, it's like, yeah.
I remember back in the day, it used to be NFC, the quarterbacks would be fucking Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other side, Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, fucking Donovan McNabb, you know, some crazy shit. Niggas don't want to watch that shit. Now they got Mac Jones, Kyler Murray's little brother, and fucking, you know, just random niggas. Somebody trying to watch that shit, yo.
Yeah, that's like the only football game, like the only football weekend. I'm just like, you know what? I got other shit to do. Like, if these niggas are not gonna be out here, you know, doing what they're supposed to be. They're like, you're not in the Super Bowl. Lay each other out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not gonna be doing that, then don't waste my fucking time. You know what I mean? I don't got time. You know, I can do some other shit. You know.
Right. That should at least try to do a 7-on-7 or something. That should be more exciting. Y'all not gonna fucking tackle. What?
No,
wrap up, do flag, play flag. That should be more fun to watch. Oh, that's hard. Mac Jones and fucking whoever playing fucking flag football. Okay, that's cool. But for y'all to be hugging each other when you supposed to knock this nigga out, fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're gonna do all that shit, you might as well bring in the legends of yesteryear to go do this shit. I'm pretty sure, you know, nigga like fucking Larry Allen could probably still do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Put Dion in a helmet again. Let this nigga suit up. Y'all not tackling.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, get Shannon Sharp. This nigga out here, you know.
Right. You know, have that nigga out there catching passes. Let Skip throw a pass to him. Y'all
kind of like the kind of like how baseball has the old timers day, old timers game.
Yeah. Have Skip throw the ball to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, or get old Clayface ass Chris Carter out there, nigga out there. I'm pretty sure that nigga can still catch. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, why you
or get Chris Collinsworth's hating ass out there too. That nigga, I can't stand that motherfucker too. That nigga can still catch, I'm sure too.
And I was gonna mention him because I think he was a former Bengals receiver. So
yeah, he was in the Bengals Super Bowls.
He's gonna be. I mean, and actually, I used to call him Chris Collinsworthless, but I've kind of grown on him lately. But I know he's gonna be super insufferable and super biased. I'm pretty sure they're calling the game, right? NBC.
I'm sure, yeah.
Who's calling the game? Who's calling the game?
Probably NBC. I'm assuming it's NBC. NBC. So it's gonna be Al Michaels and Collinsworth and all them.
Yeah, you know Collinsworth. This nigga's gonna be on some. He's gonna be on some bullshit.
He's gonna be riding for sure for his team.
Yeah.
It makes sense, man. I'll take him over Romo. I'm sorry, Romo's overrated when it comes to the top.
Yeah, it's funny how Romo can see all this shit happen on the field, you know, from the booth. Where's all this shit in all those years on the Cowboys? Nigga only won 2 fucking playoff games. You couldn't see all that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, he'd be smug too about it too. Like, yeah, this is gonna happen right here. Sure enough, it does. It's like, I told you. You know, he's a damn fool though. But yeah, I mean, I like if he starts running off the mouth with diarrhea. I'm just hoping they have a Spanish language version, or I hope. Too bad Nickelodeon's not airing the Super Bowl too. I like the Nickelodeon shit is kind of fun.
Yeah. Nate Burleson bodies it too. Nate Burleson's he's dope.
I can't. I need to. Yeah. Like the mute button will be used if a Collinsworth can't control himself. Like motherfucker, you're not getting no fucking ring. Just do what you're paid to do now. Just talk and stop being biased.
Yeah, exactly. And he's it's impossible for him to hide that shit. So
nah, he's not biased too. Like I'll never forget his shit in the Pats Eagles game. Pats Eagles Super Bowl. And this nigga was insufferable. It's like that's why I'd be like fuck Collinsworth. You know what I mean? Oh man, but yeah, it's gonna be dope though. I can't wait though. So yeah, thank you, gentlemen, for just rapping about football for about an hour or so. I'm saying too bad that our brother LB Shuttleworth the God, the GOAT artist couldn't partake. He's the Florida nigga that don't watch football. He's a little odd right now, but he's a work in progress. So we'll get him converted.
We'll never break him. He's always gonna be like, well, this is Ring Gang Radio, not Gridiron Gang Radio. Oh shit!
Hey, Florida has 3 teams, man. He could be a Bucks fan, Dolphins fan, or a Jags fan. He could pick a team in Florida.
Oh Lord, I wouldn't.
I said,
no. If you make that nigga a Jags fan, he'll never watch football again.
Oh shit, no. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. So for myself, Pat Scorpio, New England representative, for King P Bodega P, for Conscious Pilot, and for Rome Top 5 Chicago Win. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, the Football Edition, Super Bowl Edition, where as always, if shit's real, especially in football, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Peace.